Hey everyone, welcome back to Bucky's Customs. Hey, if you've been a subscriber of this channel for a while, I'm sure you have seen me use my bandsaw. Now, a lot of people don't use a bandsaw for ripping or cross-cutting as much as I do, and I tend to use it more because my shop is small and it just works out better for me to use the bandsaw. I can resaw, I can cross-cut, I can rip. It really is a versatile tool. What I'm going to do in this video is I'm going to do a review of the Laguna 1412. I'm going to give you my pros and cons of this great machine. And you probably already know where I'm going, so stay tuned. Let's get started by talking about what happened when I got the saw. I live in New York, so the closest Woodcraft is in Massachusetts. I called the store, they had one in stock, they gave me a great deal on it, and I had to go get it. So it was about a 2.5 hour one-way drive. I got this in the back of my SUV, so no problem. Laid it down, it was pretty heavy. I got it home and slid it off the back of the SUV onto a dolly, and I brought it in my shop. Then I watched a YouTube video on how to assemble my 1412, and it was right on their Laguna website and YouTube channel. So I'm going to put a link to all that in the description below for you to go there. It's absolutely the best place to go if you want to know about this saw and how to assemble it. My personal opinion is so far so good for me. I love it. I'll show you some of the projects that I've done, but first I think I want to show you what some of the things about the saw. That obviously it comes with a great manual that I never opened. YouTube. And it has some pretty cool features. And aside from the 14-inch width and the 12-inch height capacity, the fence is in really sturdy, very smooth fence. It has numerous positions that I could put this fence. For resawing, for it's just very versatile and very accurate as well. Now it also has some micro adjustments for left and right tilt, and it really works well and stays put without a whole lot of turning. I mean, very little, and it stays put. That's one thing I really liked about it. The other thing that I really liked about it was the adjustability of your guides. It is really simple to do. There's upper and lower guides, which you can see in the other videos. I'm not going to show you a whole lot about that. And the reason for that is I've never had any issues with it. If there were some tweaks or some perks that are not perks, but tips that I could give you about that, there's really not, that you can't go to their website and YouTube channel and check out. You got to remember, if you look back at some of the videos that I had in the beginning, I have a little Delta 12-inch bench top. That's what I had for 20 some odd years. So this is a huge improvement, and I'm elated by it. So what I liked a lot about it is that you can take the tension off the blade. I like that because it gives life to your blades if you're not constantly under tension. So right before I use it, I give it tension, and it's good to go. The changeability of this arm is so easy compared to what it is on that little Delta that I have. And a quick tight, and it's not going anywhere. It's solid. Okay. The other items that are nice is the doors are easy to open, upper and lower. Oops. There's a guard on here that you have to unscrew and lower in order to open this door. There we go. And once that's done, you can open it up. It's a little sawdust in there, but this opens up. The rip fence comes off, obviously, so you can remove the blade, and couldn't be easier. This is your adjustment for your tension. Inside here there's a little guide. I'll show you a picture of that on the screen. That is about it, really. A few of the things that I really enjoy about having a bandsaw is being able to resaw lumber, making things smaller so you don't have to stand there and run them through the planer 700 times. You know, just makes it easy. I use a 3/4 inch carbide, not carbide tip, but a 3/4 inch. I think the blade's 115 inches long, and this really works well. I have two. I always have to have a spare, and I also have a 1/4 inch, which is out getting sharpened right now, and I've ordered a new 1/4 inch because I think I need to have a spare, especially while you're out. You have one sharpening. That's a good tip for you. Make sure you've got spare blades so that when you're getting your blades sharpened, you're not out of commission. And that's about it regarding all that. I had a viewer ask me when I was going to do a review on this, and honestly I never did one because I had started one, but I never really finished it or did anything more with it because Laguna is just so good on their website and on their YouTube channel about all their products. They have a series of how-tos, and I watched the assembly video on this, and I'll put a description to all that, or a link to that in the description, but it was just sold me on getting this particular one. And yeah, I would have liked to have gone a little bit bigger, but I think my shop needed to be bigger first. I'm okay with this. For what I do, this is perfect. You can do quite a bit. You'd be very surprised at what this thing is capable of. It will, and I'll show you in this video some of the projects that I've done and how it just cuts like butter and doesn't bog down. And you know, this is 120 volt and no 220 here, you know, plug it in the wall. Things I don't like about it. The mobile base that came, or that is available with Laguna, is a single wheel, 2 wheels in the back and a single wheel here. I did not really care for that because I thought it was unstable. Woodcraft recommended the Bora bracket system. I had to buy the plywood for it, and I assembled it, and it's been great. It's mobile and it's stationary. Right now it's up on the wheels, but I can lower it down and it stays put for me. The other, one of the cons that I have with it is it doesn't have a light. And you know, I thought for the kind of money you spend, it should have came with a light, but it didn't come with one. So I use this little magnetic light and I stick it here if I need to, and it just shines down. I take it out of the way, put it back up there. But that's about it, folks. This thing has been a wonderful addition to my shop. If I could give it 6 out of 5 stars, I would. But because of no storage, that was the other thing. There's no storage in the base. The Rikon actually has storage in the base, and it was really a close second to this. And I'll be honest, I would have bought the Rikon 2 days before if the store had a Rikon in stock, but they didn't have it. They had just gotten this one in, and I went and got it. So that's really where my process was. The only reason I would have went with Rikon is, number one, there's a few YouTubers out there, some pretty popular ones that use the Rikon tools, and I thought they were a lot more bells and whistles for the money. Laguna has been around for a long time. You know, I'm very happy with my decision. And you know, they say things happen for a reason. Well, I think in this case that happened for a reason. I own a Laguna 1412. I also own a Laguna 1632 drum sander, and I'll do a review on that down the road here. That thing is amazing. If you build cutting boards, the Laguna 1412 bandsaw combined with the Laguna 1632 drum sander is a killer combination. So, at least for me anyway. So, I guess that's about it. You can check out the complete cutting board video on my YouTube channel. I'll put a link up at the top of the screen so you can check that out.
That's why I wanted a bandsaw right there. The Laguna 1412. Kick butt on that piece of apple. I love it.
Well, I hope that answered a lot of your questions. I know I didn't get too detailed, but you know, I feel like it's redundant to do that when the manufacturer has such a great website for all that stuff. And I know I mentioned that a lot in the video, but it's true. And when they do stuff like that, it's kind of hard not to become an owner of their product. I'm very happy with this, and you know, I've been working at this for about a little over a year now, my channel, and I really have enjoyed doing these reviews. Every once in a while I like to do one because it kind of breaks it up a little bit, and I think people want to know, you know, at least one viewer wanted to know what I thought about this bandsaw, and I'm happy to give them that information. So if you like the video, give it a like. If you haven't subscribed to my channel and you like this video, by all means please subscribe. It really helps us put out content every week and keep bringing you videos you want to see. Also, if you ring the bell, you'll get notified. YouTube does a really crazy thing, and they'll notify you when I post another video. Pretty cool feature. Subscribing is free. It doesn't cost you anything, and it's only 2 seconds to do. So please support the channel, and I will see you next time. Be safe out there.